Hello footy tippers, Russell Barwick with a look at NRL Round 7 thanks to our mates at Centrebet.com. If you go to the website, you'll get the best odds on the Rugby League this weekend. And we kick it off, of course, Anzac Day. The Roosters and St George really love this game. It's getting the tradition of the AFL's game between Essendon and Collingwood, and both teams really put in each and every year. Historically, or at least for the last few years, St George have had the wood on the Roosters, but I reckon this year the Roosters have turned things around under their new coach, and I expect this team to really put the sword on the Dragons, who've showed some form the last couple of weeks. But the Roosters, a couple of weeks ago, put 50 on Parramatta. Can't get that out of my head. I'm tipping a big Roosters win on Anzac Day. The other Anzac Day game is the Storm v the Warriors. Let's just say the Storm and move beyond anything else. The Warriors, probably the best thing about this game is that they get to go and visit Melbourne, particularly on a good long weekend. Manly take on Souths on Friday night at Brookvale Oval. Really good game on paper. Manly just invincible at Fortress Brookvale. And as much as I want to tip Souths, I keep coming back to the fact that Manly have such a great record at home. So I'm going to go with the Seagulls. Cowboys take on Canberra at 1300 Smile Stadium. Who thought of that name? Cowboys for me, just because it's such a tough trip for the Canberra Raiders. West Tigers, aren't they desperate for a win? Are they going to get it against Brisbane? I hope so, but I'm certainly not going to invest my hard-earned, even though I am a loyal Tigers supporter. Now on Sunday, a couple of interesting games, and we kick it off with the Gold Coast taking on the Knights at Skilled Park. I would normally tip the Newcastle Knights. The Gold Coast showed me something the last couple of weeks. They got a little bit of ticker after that come-from-behind win on Monday against Parramatta. So I'm tipping them to beat the Newcastle Knights at home. Cronulla at Canterbury. This is at Blue Tongue Stadium at Gosford. Flip of the coin. I'm going Cronulla. I don't know why. And Penrith should be too strong for Parramatta, I think, at Centrebet Stadium on Monday Night Football. Let's take a look at my tips for what they're worth for the entire weekend. Kicking off with Anzac Day, I like the Roosters as the bet of the weekend to beat the Dragons. Storm will beat the Warriors. Manly over Souths at Brookie. Cowboys, the home team there. Then the Tigers, the Gold Coast, Cronulla and Penrith. Pretty much tipping all the home teams right across the weekend. Bit of a tough weekend, so plenty of value to be had for the punters. Head to Centrebet.com for all the best odds.